It's disrespectful for Crawford to call you out at 68, say that he can beat you at this weight.
No, you know, everybody wants to fight with me, so it's fine.
That being a biggest fight possible in boxing, is that something you'd actually be interested in?
You know, it's crazy when you asking about that because you say, your Machado is coming out of the other weight classes and that's it, and he's welterweight. So don't make sense. He's a great fighter, but for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in, because you know I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is no. But if the fight made sense, why not?
A lot of people have him at #1 pound for pound. You think that's fair to you?
You know, it's a few people there who deserve the #1 pound per pound, and it's fine.
Canelo Alvarez, the current face of boxing, has reacted to Terence Crawford's recent challenge with a bold message that has fans excited. In a new video, Alvarez confidently stated, "Send me the contract," showing his willingness to face Crawford. Crawford has been vocal about testing himself against the Mexican superstar. This potential fight, both fighters at the top of their careers, has caused much speculation about what could be one of the most exciting matchups in boxing in recent years.
Recent history.
Right now, in your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world?
We can put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion. Something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford as #1.
Has the Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk. With the right business come across the table, it happens. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be good.
Canelo Alvarez from Guadalajara, Mexico, is a 4-time world champion and the current undisputed super middleweight champion. Known for his incredible power, defensive skills, and ability to adapt in the ring, Canelo has fought and defeated many of boxing's biggest names, securing his place as one of the best in the sport.
Canelo is beating these guys with all 5 layers of defense. #1, feet. #2, elbows, hands, shoulders, and the mind. This is exactly how both of those guys got to the highest level of boxing supremacy. Canelo Alvarez means to the Mexican fans what Floyd Money Mayweather meant for black people. 50 wins in boxing, no losses, no draws. And follow for more.
I mean, you fought Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I tried to beat him because, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you think?
I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
Terence Crawford from Omaha, Nebraska, is also a multi-division world champion, holding titles in the lightweight, light welterweight, and super welterweight divisions. Famous for his ability to switch between stances, his high ring IQ, and knockout power, Crawford became the undisputed welterweight champion after defeating Errol Spence Jr.
And he fought Canelo, and he was standing right in front of Canelo, and Canelo's just whiffing. It was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs, and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, boom, bob and weave. That's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time. Power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
I'll say he is the hardest, for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy, and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but, you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I gotta bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the third round. I got hit with a left hook. I dropped. We'd be practicing in camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin. And I wound up just moving, and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove. You know, that's like a thing for me when my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves. 'Cause I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes to boxing. You know, the greats done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about how you come back and respond.
After his recent win, Crawford publicly challenged Canelo, stating his wish to move up to 168 lbs to face the Mexican champion. In response, Canelo posted a video message saying, "If he really wants to fight, send me the contract." This indicates that Canelo is open to the fight as long as the terms are right.
All right, we have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right. Crawford, pound for pound, #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first, it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
One major point of discussion about this potential fight is the large weight difference. Canelo has been fighting at 168 lbs, while Crawford's recent matches have been at 147 and 154 lbs. Canelo has expressed concerns about this size difference, noting that weight classes exist for a reason and that moving up multiple weight divisions can be difficult.
Terence Crawford, I see he wants to fight. He's made it clear. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you?
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better. No, Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He's a good fighter, but you know, like I say, he's a weight classes for a reason. I'm focused 100% on Berlanga, and you never know what happened.
Yeah.
Demetrius Andrade, a former world champion and seasoned boxer, has shared his thoughts on the potential fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. He emphasizes the importance of size and experience in higher weight classes. Andrade's analysis agrees with many experts, recognizing Crawford's exceptional skills, but also noting the challenges he would face when fighting a competitor of Canelo's level.
Vomiting, it was just tough, man. It was just a tough year. Which, at the end of the day, I'm a fighter. I believe who I am, with confidence and my skills and talent. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I do. It was just tough. And did it play in the fight? It played in the whole circle. You know, like the communication level, like between me and my dad, just a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That usually is there, wasn't there because of the situation, which is, to me, fine, because I went through with it. I believe in myself, my talent, and whatever happens, happens. But I'm not going to be shy or run away from something because, like, life is going on. But this is my life also, is boxing.
Yeah. What caused, you mentioned your brother was in a coma on the 4th floor, your mom in a coma in the 5th floor. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like sometimes I'm letting a little bit out. It's more like an intimate settings where I can sit down and have an interview, and I feel like I can like tell somebody face to face. Over the phone, it's kind of like, you know, not the proper way I would like to deliver like my message, but yeah, just tough, man. It's just tough. It was just a tough time.
Yeah,
tough time, man. It was a tough time. And then I lost my mom. No.
Yeah, no, I could, you know, I could see it still affects you. You know, I know it comes in waves. All of a sudden, it just crashes on you, and you get like, you know, a flood of emotion going through. So, you know, my condolences to you on that, Demetrius. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, in terms of the performance, you know, a lot of people were wondering, like, hey, you know, like, well, what's going on here? This is not the Demetrius we're used to seeing in the ring. Others have pointed out, like, hey, that's just what happens when a Benavidez fights someone. It overwhelms them. But overall, now looking back at the fight, like, what'd you make of how it played out, in your opinion?
I mean, I went in there and just, like I said, like some of the usual way of training or some of the stuff that I'm used to hearing wasn't there because the corner was silent. It was like me and my dad had have like a relationship during that time. Andre Rosario, who was like sort of new to the situation, and then it just was a whole bunch of silence. It wasn't this normal stuff, like the stuff that will keep me reminded, you know, at the same time.
David Benavidez shared similar views, praising Crawford's technique but expressing doubts about his power carrying over to higher weight classes. Benavidez pointed out that Crawford would need to move up 2 more weight divisions to challenge Canelo, a move he sees as a big challenge.
I mean, I can't really say nothing about that. If that's what he wants to do, then that's what he's going to do. Canelo is a man that he does anything he wants to do. I don't think really what people say affects him. But I feel like the people, they want to see David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. It's the biggest fight to make happen, and I feel like I'm the biggest threat to him.
Benavidez, emphasizing the importance of respecting weight classes, gave Canelo the advantage in a possible fight. He highlighted the difficulty of stepping up to face a champion at a higher weight. However, Benavidez, who has long been a top contender in the 147 lb division, is still seen as a potential challenge for Canelo, though a fight between them hasn't happened yet.
Everybody want to fight Canelo Alvarez.
I'm the face of boxing.
Crawford wanted a full day, but Crawford didn't do good at 54. When I talk to people, they all tell me you would have knocked him out at 68.
Well, he knows now. He experimented the 154, and he knows. Maybe he do in 168 for a big check.
My last thing, Canelo, you just donated $70 million.
Canelo's power and experience at higher weight classes are clear advantages. His ability to take punches and land devastating counterpunches makes him a dangerous opponent. Canelo's agility and ring movement also enhance his skills, making him a versatile and well-rounded fighter.
Look up the definition of boxing. Please, please, look up the definition of boxing. The martial arts of boxing, and then come back with your opinion. Because boxing is not all about knocking somebody out. Yes, that's part of it. That can happen, but boxing is a sport where you can outpoint somebody too. That's why they go to the scorecard.
I appreciate that take, bro. That's real educated, man, real thoughtful. But you know, you ain't had a decision winner in a long time, bro. You know, you known for like being a great finisher. So I appreciate that. But that ain't how you moving though.
Right.
Follow for more.
After moving up to 154 lbs, Crawford won the WBO interim super welterweight title, but seemed to lack the same power. He showed at 147 lbs.
This for all the nut huggers, the bud nut huggers, the bud butt buddies. You see that? You see that? We see that. You understand me? You see what that say? Jamel Charlo what is the WBA junior middleweight champion in recess? Jamel Charlo is the WBC junior middleweight champion in recess. Nah, man. Virgil Ortiz Jr. is the WBC interim junior middleweight champion. Know what I mean? So make it make sense. People got to make it make sense. Charlo's still a big dog there. Yeah, that's my camera behind me. Charlo's still a big dog there. So a lot of people need to get their facts straight. Understand? Opinions don't matter. It's all facts. No opinions. Sport podcast. And I'm always going to bring you the real, never the fake. And I'm never late on the news. You hear me? Get at me, man. Dollar.
However, moving up to super middleweight to face Canelo would be a huge step. The challenges in this move include adjusting to the stronger opponents in the higher weight division. While Crawford's skills are top-notch, there are questions about whether his power and durability can carry over effectively to super middleweight.
Be great. That'll be 3 times. If you go 154 and win the belt, that's 3 times super. Then I said, hey, super greatness. Come on, Canelo, 160.
Well, if he can get in there with Charlo in like his next 2 fights where he still got age on his side, then maybe go up again. Like if he's trying to chase the greatness. But I mean, he already done something that's never been done.
Despite the challenges, Crawford's versatility and adaptability could play a key role in the fight. His ability to switch stances and use both hands equally well adds unpredictability, making him hard to counter. Additionally, Crawford's excellent footwork and high ring IQ allow him to control the pace and manage the distance, giving him the tools to strategize during the fight.
You had to like Terence's walk.
Oh, incredible.
It was fire.
Right, yeah, especially being to the fight, no one knew who really was going to win. And you can see the confidence, and I don't think real confidence you can fake.
A fight between Canelo and Crawford would undoubtedly be a huge financial event, attracting attention worldwide. Both fighters have large fan bases, and their clash would likely bring in a lot of pay-per-view revenue. Promoters and networks would need to negotiate terms that satisfy both sides, including purse splits, venue selection, and broadcasting rights.
Crawford saying he wanted to fight you.
Everybody
wants to fight you.
Yeah.
Now, I saw after the end of the Crawford fight, the how they call him, the Excellency. Yeah, Turkey. His Excellency. The Sheik said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford.
Fine.
Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, comes down.
That'll work. So if yeah, you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? Why not? I think Crawford don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in. Because I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw Crawford the last fight and he don't move that much now. So if the money is right, I'm in. Why not?
Terence. Crawford confidently stated that a fight with him would be a profitable opportunity for Canelo. Crawford pointed out his growing popularity and success, especially after becoming the undisputed welterweight champion, as factors that would attract a lot of interest. He stressed that the potential fight would generate significant revenue through pay-per-view sales, sponsorships, and global attention, making it financially beneficial for Canelo.
You would take all that money that he's offering you, but yet and still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, he got that in the back of his head. This guy, for one, he's tough.
However, Canelo has previously expressed concerns about fighting Crawford, mainly due to the weight difference and the possibility of not getting enough credit for beating a smaller opponent. He has said that while he's open to talks, any potential fight needs to make sense both financially and from a sporting perspective.
Canelo. Like I said, I've been saying this. I don't think size win fights. I think skills do. So yeah, I think like being a southpaw with good movement and
sharp boxing, it'd be hard for Canelo with that high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud would be Canelo.
Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
Just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about that matchup? People saying the weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about that?
You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And you know, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2-3 weights class less than me. But if the money is right, why not? Right? Why not? But look, I'm focused 100% on Berlanga. I know I have a challenge in front. I never overlook any fighter. So I'm focused 100% in this, and then we'll see.
What do you think about this potential mega fight? Do you believe Crawford's skills can overcome Canelo's power and experience? Share your thoughts in the comments below.